Hello, this is Abby and welcome back to my channel. So today what I'm going to do is show kind of an OG dupe makeup routine or stick makeup routine that you can use on your face to make stuff simpler. This is from an Amazon brand, and a lot of the ladies that tried this out said that this was an OG dupe. It's called Falocutus. Falocutus. I'm not sure how to say that, but it's Falocutus. And this was their B neutral trio. And the sticks even kind of look like miniatures of the OG. So out of that B neutral trio, we got the blush and delectable. And then you also get the 15 called Teddy, and this works well for my fair skin tone. And you also get in that trio a highlighter called Jenny or Guinea, INNY. So it's GINNY. Sorry, I think it's pronounced Guinea. But yeah, that's the whole trio right there. And a lot of the reviews said that this was an OG dupe. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some stuff to my face. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the Shadows by Boss Cosmetics Silk Hydrating Moisturizer. This you can get on shadowsbyboss.bigcartel.com. You can look under my indie brand playlist, and I'll have her website linked in those videos. She came out with this moisturizer a couple months ago, and I liked it, so I'm just using it. It's kind of a light, hydrating moisturizer. I think it was under $5 at the time. So, and this is the product. So this routine would be good for anybody that wants like just an everyday easy routine. So especially if you're older, and so just rubbing some of that in. And then the next thing I'm going to go in with is the Bioma Phytomucin Glow Serum. This was the one that Shelby Ann said was good. That or the Elf Drops. So I'm just going to quickly put on that. And I hope everybody's doing good. So I like makeup that I can just slap on my face and just go out the door. I mean, I always like to try a bunch of different stuff, as you can see from my videos. And that's not everything that I always get. So, but yeah. And then the next thing I like to put on is this Patrick Ta Dewy Milk Mist. So this was a gift with purchase back during the summer. I like to get Patrick Ta when I get stuff like money for my birthday. Patrick Ta is where I like to get my stuff. And then this is also on the Shadows by Boss website. It's just called Shadows by Boss Cosmetics, but it's her primer. It's kind of like a really nice, I would say, kind of a cream, maybe more silicone based primer. But I don't know if you can see it. It comes out of the tube like this, and it just does really good at covering up, you know, crepey kind of. It feels a little bit like a moisturizer too. I just really love her primers. Let's see if I can get in and you can look at my forehead. But yeah, this is on Shadows by Boss Cosmetics website. look under her face primers. But yeah, I think it does a real good, I mean, it doesn't completely get rid of it, but it feels like it adds a layer slip to the skin and helps with keeping that makeup on. I hope everybody has a good weekend. I worked this weekend. I did have trouble with going YouTube live, but I think it's an issue with YouTube and with my internet provider, though we switched plans about a month ago and I haven't had an issue going live until just yesterday. So, but I think part of it is I need to be in a hot spot of the house where there's good Wi-Fi, and then I need to make sure it doesn't connect to Bluetooth. So, the next thing that I'm using, if you love Becca's under eye brightener, you'll love this Catrice under eye brightener. And I, with my dark genetic circles and that I have under my eyes, I've had these since I was little, but I just love this stuff right here. Helps brighten up the eyes. And then I am gonna dab a little bit of concealer on. This is the it used to be called Makeup Revolution, but I think it's Makeup Revolution Silk Skin Under Eye Brightening Concealer and Fair Cool. I should have probably got it in Fair Neutral since I'm more neutral than I am cool. But I'm just dabbing that a little bit under the eyes just to brighten them up. And now, as part of that stick makeup routine, if you just want to be able to throw stuff in the bag and don't want to have to worry about liquid getting all over your stuff, check out Wet n Wild Photo Focus stick foundation. And this was in the shade Soft Ivory again. And it's around $5. So just putting that all over. Now, I don't always put a lot of powder on my face. I feel like it ages you. So I don't always put a lot of powder on my face. But yeah, this blends in fairly quick. Now for the Ogee dupes. And I'll link these down below or put them in the comment section. Or if I can't do it there, I'll take a screenshot of it on Amazon and put it in the post community tab. So, let's see. Start off with Delectable. So as you can see, let's see how much product this kit I just looked up on Amazon retails for $15. And it's pretty pigmented. But just to give you an idea of how much is in those containers. And then we'll move on to the bronzer / contour. And put some right here and right here. And highlighter. And now we're going to take a brush and we're going to blend. Blend that out. Looks like I need a little bit of that concealer or a little bit more foundation on that little red spot that I got there. And I always forget to do my nose when I put my contour on there. I forget to blend something and notice it after I get off the camera. That always happens. I think I might take a little bit more. I need a little bit more blush and bronzer. Now you can, if you wanted to, use these sticks, like the bronzer or the blush or the highlight, and use them as eyeshadow too, if you're in a pinch. So it could just be all one minimalistic routine if you wanted it to be. So, and now I'm just gonna blend that in a little bit more, just to add a little bit more life to the face. Okay, now I am gonna go ahead and stick with the like kind of stick routine. This is from the brand Kaelyn, and I'll put it down below or in the poster community tab, and it's spelled Kaely, 2-in-1 lasting lip liner, and it was in the shade 16. And it's kind of a metallic mauve rose pink color. And it has a liner on one end, and it retails for about $7. And I love it. It's going to come off if you eat like greasy foods or salads. And you may have to reapply throughout the day. But if you're like drinking coffee like me or tea, it doesn't transfer as badly as just regular lipstick. And it just dries down matte. If you want, you could put a gloss over it, but it will break down faster. And then I'm using, what is this called? Lengthening Volumizing Mascara by Anastasia Beverly Hills, or ABH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to put on some mascara. Cricket just snorted. Where you at, Cricket? You're sleeping on my blankets. And just to kind of give you an idea, I might add some lashes off camera. But I kind of got medium length lashes. I wouldn't say they're really long, but I have to put mascara on them to look like they show up because they're kind of like a light brown shade. But I really like the drama of this ABH mascara. But you know, the Panoramic L'Oreal mascara and Sky High mascara is just as good. A lot of this high-end stuff I usually find on sale through the TikTok shop, or when there's annual sales or Black Friday's going on. That's when I get most of this stuff. But yeah, just kind of, you know, having eyelashes does bring forward the eyes. So another thing that you can use, if, whoop, sorry, if you're partial to, I didn't mean to scare, it's okay, Cricket, didn't mean to scare you, is if you're partial to the Patrick Ta, I don't know what he calls those, real shimmery, glittery eyeshadows. People were saying online to try these e.l.f. This one's called the e.l.f. Fine as Fleck Glitter Eyeshadow in White Hot. So White Hot is the shade name, and Fine as Fleck is glitter eyeshadow, is the eyeshadow line from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So I'm just swatching it. Now I like, as I get older, like light shimmery eyeshadows. So I just dab this on here onto my eyes. And it just, with the little bit of mascara and this eyeshadow, it makes it look, you know, kind of polished, but not too much makeup. And then the last thing that I would do would be eyeliner. Now, if you want to stick with affordable eyeliner that I think is comparable to the ABH eyeliner, go with this Wet n Wild medium brown, what's it called, retractable automatic retractable brow pencil. So these are really good. I would say it's even better than Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've heard her eyebrow pencils break on me. This one doesn't. A little bit thicker tip. And then lately I've been using, just because it's easy to go, is the Big Brush Brow by Urban Decay, and it's in the shade Cool Cookie. So it's a great, like, light taupey color for the brows. If you're around my complexion or have my shade of eyebrows, it looks really natural. Another one that makes a really good similar product is Essence, and I think they're called like brownie brows. And I used to get the shade O2, only it's a lot smaller in size. That would take up less room in your makeup bag if you're traveling. But yeah, this is just the finished everyday look. It's nothing fancy. It's just easy stick routine for, you know, either if you're a busy mom or going into work or whatever it may be. So, and then you may want to check out Five Below. Five Below has a Charlotte Tilbury spray dupe. And it has like a gold cap and like something that says Dream with the line going down on it. I had to transfer the contents of that bottle into this Dollar Tree bottle. But I would say this is a okay setting spray. I'm just setting my makeup. And these bottles do have a fine mist on them if you're looking to pick one up from the Dollar Tree. If you have one of your setting spray bottles not work, you could always transfer some of it into a bottle like this. So that's my stick makeup routine. And if you've been wanting to try that Ogee brand but don't want to spend like $100 on that trio, I suggest to check out that brand from Amazon. And I hope everybody has a good day. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you like this content. I try to do more affordable content. I do review high-end stuff, and I'll talk to you soon.